Hey everyone, this podcast is coming to you from the Psychic Dolphin Garage. You can support this show and our larger efforts to build a leftist community through podcasting and other projects over at patreon.com/Psychic Dolphin Garage. That's patreon.com/PSYCHICDOLPHIN Garage, which is spelled how it sounds. Do y'all think that the Second Amendment, our right to bear arms, could be defended if there was such a thing as a mask gun that I could just shoot at people's faces? I don't know, like a super cool and vaguely misunderstood vigilante named the Red Hood when he just shoot people in the face.
That's what the comic's about. Yeah,
we had a program where we replace all of the guns in America with that shoot bullets with guns that shoot masks. That suddenly
all
everybody
headshots replaced with masks.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, ideally the technology would be replacing bullets with a mask bullet that would, as soon as it hits your face, it explodes into a mask on your face. But in lieu of that, having a new type of gun, and you trade your assault rifle in for a mask gun. That would just solve a lot of the violence issues, as long as Americans could go around shooting masks onto each other.
Yeah, I'm carting that straight to the mall, because what the fuck are you doing at the mall? It's 2020. Come on.
Are you telling me that I can't open carry in this CC's?
I thought you were just doing it because you were a white guy, and that's what you do at malls.
Well, it sure is a good thing we have YouTube inventors that have invented this, because it is completely legal to carry in your CCs, and it is even more legal to carry this mask gun. I'm surprised that this is not actually a Michael Reeves invention, which went over everybody's head because only I watch Michael Reeves. Cool.
I mean, I just don't, because it's too chaotic. I can't.
If you do not watch Michael Reeves, you should watch Michael Reeves. You should try it. But this is not Michael Reeves. This is a different YouTuber. So thanks the free market for coming up with exactly what we need.
So by free market, you mean this mask gun is being, mass produced and sold, marketed immediately, right? Right?
Yeah, we're putting all of our resources towards building more guns and more masks.
Well, there we go.
I'm sorry, not masks. But we're definitely still building more guns because we're gonna have to fight, several proxy wars soon. They're not this mask gun either, in case that was unclear.
My only regret is that, like, when it shoots it at you, it has like little tassels that will wrap then to the front of your face.
Yeah,
and that just seems lame. My humble suggestion is that it just be hooks.
Oh,
it has taser barbs on it.
Again, Red Hood style, baby.
Caltrops on a string.
God, yeah.
I mean, it is effective.
People will be motivated. They'll be like, oh, see, then that could be a whole origin story. It'd be like, want to know how I got these scars?
Scars?
Yeah, I didn't wear a mask.
Yeah, it has the taser barbs, and then it has just two little wires that go back to the gun, and you have a little taser unit mounted onto the gun, so as soon as you shoot the mask onto something, you also tase them. You want to associate negative emotion with the mask, of course.
Yeah.
Because
all we need to do is just call it the 5G.
Oh.
Then we can really make people be terrified.
Because it whips your neck back at 5Gs when it slams into your face.
Call it the Top Gun.
Well, then Gen X would be into it. That's fine.
Psychic Dolphin Garage.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Psychic Dolphin Garage. I'm Kelton.
And I'm Zach.
I'm Bo.
And I'm Dennis.
And joining us today is a very special guest. Go on, introduce yourself with your definitely real name.
Yes, I am Grigori Lambrakis. I'm happy to be here. I am the ghost of a Greek politician.
I like that. Greek, Grigoris.
You can call me Grig.
This is just, it's Greg. Hello, Greg. Welcome to the show, Greg.
What's up, Greg?
Absolute pleasure to be here. I'm super stoked. I'm a long time guest, first time caller.
It's amazing. You've been a guest so many episodes and yet quiet this whole time. I didn't even realize we had a hidden fifth member.
I mean, that was basically like my first 3
Yeah,
episodes.
I was recording wrong the whole time. It was all multi-track, not single track.
I knew that we had someone sitting outside the garage with their ear pressed up against the door.
Just hello.
Honestly, I was just happy to find out you weren't jacking off the entire time.
Well, I just couldn't get the drill to work.
See.
I see.
Oh, well, the chafing. At least a sawzall. My God. A drill. What kind of fucked up? Jesus Christ. Well, it's great to have a guest on this week. We have so many good, happy things to talk about.
Yeah.
And the world is just a wonderful place. Things aren't at all just on fire. And
Literally.
it's nice to know that we have one guy who we can thank for just us being in this blissful era, this new renaissance, if you will. And it's this wizard dude over in New Zealand who says that he is in fact not retiring. He's going to continue standing guard, standing watch over Christchurch.
The official wizard of Christchurch.
Correct me if I'm wrong, nothing bad has happened in Christchurch probably while this 70-something-year-old man has been alive, right? No recent tragedies whatsoever that this all-powerful wizard might have been able to stop.
Well,
not at the Christian church. So
I
we
see.
can
Ooh,
tell
there,
which
that's
god
the
is
catch.
really.
There you
Yeah.
go. There you
Which
go.
god has the best wizards?
Yeah. Oh, bullets, the only Christian god's weakness. Oh.
That's how they got him on that cross, you know.
It's a nail gun. Technically a bullet.
So this says that he gets $10,000. I'm guessing that's like New Zealand dollars. But one of the things that he does is he welcomes dignitaries.
Yeah, no, it's a pretty sweet gig if you can get it, man. This is like what all those people who are the hosts of Ren Fair do in the off season.
No, what they do are they're annoying actors over the
Polyamorous
community
people?
college. Yeah, annoying people at the community college.
And they also sell me cocaine. But
Nice.
Zach, these are all the same thing. These are all the same.
Yeah.
Also, a solid gig all around.
yeah, I can see why they want him to retire due to the whole, Christchurch thing. But maybe he figured something out. His union was working for him.
The Wizards
said,
Union,
hey,
of course.
Yeah, the Wizards Union. You don't know how many of these he's prevented, and one of them slips through. You should be grateful.
I do believe they call it a council.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I thought they called the group of wizards a clan, but
I was gonna say, isn't it a?
Oh well, not anymore.
Isn't it a
Not
coven?
anymore.
Group
You
of
know.
grand wizards. You see.
I misunderstood. Okay.
I just think this is a hyper capitalization of Lord of the Rings tourism. That's
Well,
all this is.
yeah.
Oh no.
One guy got left behind by Peter Jackson. He's been making do.
Yeah. Ian McKellen's stunt double. Just fucking. I guess I live here now.
You shall enjoy the sheep farms. They are very pleasant.
And you know what he's been saying recently? You shall not pass COVID to one another.
There we
Nice.
go. That's beautiful.
Nice.
Oh.
The guy,
Oh.
the guy that they got to eventually replace him, his name is Ari. He looks very, very Austin. Like this guy
Let me
could
take a
be
look.
Bo's neighbor.
Oh yeah. Super, like beard to his dick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, super. Like I only drink mead. Like not only like that's like my only alcoholic drink. Like it's just mead.
That's all I drink.
No water.
I don't know what water
nothing.
is.
Look, I certainly can appreciate a good beard.
Mhm. I mean, it's
And I think it's good for them that they have, that they're focusing on the important things, like making sure that they have a wizard to local people to welcome people to their country. Whereas here in the U.S., we're focusing on also the good things in life, such as which mega corporation is going to own the entire mobile gaming and mobile purchasing platforms next.
Or which corporation is going to own insert public service here?
Yeah, but it's always the good corporation that wins. We know that
Mhm.
because we're the good guys
Of
here in
course.
the U.S.
Free
I can't
market,
wait
free
until-
market, yeah.
I can't wait until my water is brought to me by Fortnite.
Microsoft is backing Epic Games as they fight against Apple over Fortnite and the Unreal Engine on iOS.
Yeah.
So, much like Apple does not support Java? And it's not Java. There's something else
Like
that Apple doesn't support that I can
anything?
think of.
Like fucking
I mean, like
Flash. I don't
anything.
know. Yeah.
I mean,
Flash.
anything
I think
that's not
Flash
like
is one of
the
big ones.
$300 Apple thing you gotta use.
iPhones,
Yeah.
iPhones,
Well, nobody supports Flash
Yeah, I
anymore.
was gonna say iOS for a
Well,
long
yeah,
time was
yeah.
not supporting Flash, like for at least 10 years now.
Yeah, well, the same way that Apple also did its near-field Bluetooth instead of NFC for like all of its Apple Pay stuff, and then they eventually switched to NFC.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah, because
quietly
God forbid you
switched
standardize
to NFC.
technology.
They
Well,
finally
wanna
have
be the ones to
wireless.
standardize it, though.
They have wireless charging in their smart devices. Like it's 6 years after that was just like a cool thing that most of the big phones had. They're also considering taking Unreal support out of iOS after Epic tries to do its sues them for anti-competitive action.
Yikes,
So,
that would
I
not
thought
be
they already
great.
announced that they were like that. There was a set date that no more Unreal.
There are so
Oh.
many games that run Unreal, though. Like, doesn't even like Hearthstone run on Unreal?
by the end of the month, they would
Hearthstone is
eliminate all
Unity, I'm pretty
support
sure.
for Epic and its products, which includes the Unreal Engine. Wow.
Cool
And
boy.
Unreal is like the biggest game engine right now because you're free to develop in it.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, you're
the
free to
tools
develop
are-
in it. At least to start. The tools are super intuitive. And yeah, it's just good.
yeah.
Trust me, I've played enough Killing Floor mods to know that it's usable.
Yeah. Yeah, which is good for people that want to work on their own stuff. It's a crumb from Epic Games, of course, but it's at least something. And Apple is just killing it. So I guess Microsoft is the good guys this time. Like this is treading this war on war. I can't think of a pun
Christmas.
for drugs.
The war on Christmas.
I guess
Zach.
the
War
the
on
war for Christmas. It's the war for
games?
Christmas for
I don't know.
the war on gamers. It's the war for Christmas, really, because we're gonna see all the consoles are gonna come out.
Yeah,
the
there's gonna
games
be a
are gonna
Fortnite
drop.
Switch.
There have
Super
never there
Mario
haven't been any good
65.
games. No good games have come out, and they will not come out until Christmas 2020.
Let's just call it what it is. This is Gamergate.
This is Gamergate. Absolutely. Nothing else before this has been called Gamergate.
It's crazy because you have 3 huge corporations that have essentially drawn different lines in the sand. Actually 4 because Google's involved in this as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because
what aren't they
Google
involved in?
has
Yeah.
also threatened to take off the Epic games.
Oh yeah, can't wait till
from-
everything's on the fucking Stadia.
According to Gamma Law, in response.
What?
What was that?
Nope. That was so I said Google and my phone for some reason voice reacted. Like that is like a dystopian hellscape right there.
All right, well, if our beloved Greek politician gets dragged off by the Google Gestapo, then we know exactly.
Okay,
Oh, no,
Google,
what
install
happened
Fortnite.
Guys, remember, I'm already dead. I'm already in hell.
Oh right.
Yes,
Right.
no.
I
Which means I've been reincarnated into our current capitalist hellscape. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really glad we got the specter of communism himself on the podcast.
I just
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's great. Well, more pacifism, but yeah, no,
Well,
thumbs
yeah.
up.
The reason why Microsoft is siding with Epic Games and not with other providers, service and platform providers like Google and Apple, is because a lot of Microsoft stuff is built on Unreal Engine. A
Yeah.
lot of Xbox games, Gears of War, Unreal,
Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves, Unreal Engine. Oh, God, yeah, I forgot that was Unreal Engine. So many
Yeah,
of them are
they did a
Unreal.
terrible fucking job of it too. But anyway, I've been playing it like 80 hours a week. No biggie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the game
yeah.
fucking sucks. I have at least 300 hours in it.
I can tell you the
that
myriad
is-
ways in which this game is terrible. Will I? That is far too much time to go into today.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
Microsoft has all this stuff, and that's the reason why they're siding with Epic Games, whereas Google and Apple have good reason.
But the thing is, on Microsoft, Nintendo, and Sony platforms, they have to follow the same you know, Epic is still following the rules that were first in place for Google and Apple. So clearly, they're doing this because they make the most money off of iPhones and Android phones, because it's just kids stealing their parents' credit card, buying V-Bucks. Like the Xbox belongs to dad, the Switch belongs to older brother, and the PlayStation 4 belongs to mom. I don't know why she has the PS4. I feel like mom's more
Because
like
mom
the
plays
Xbox.
the fuck out of Bloodborne.
That's right.
yeah,
She loves Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
But
Yeah,
so like they obviously just aren't making as much money off of these, so that's why they're still like following because the whole idea was the 30% thing, like that the marketplace is taking off 30%. Microsoft's still taking 30% off of every V-Bucks purchase. It's just for some reason Epic's okay with that.
I mean,
It's
that's
so
the
that
thing.
they
Like,
would-
are they going to go for Steam next? Or are they going to fucking, there are
Mhm.
plenty of just...
They will. They
Yeah.
will. That's the precedent it sets. Of course they will.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like
They want to be the
I
mega
mean-
corporation. Like,
Yeah.
who won't they go after, Bo?
Well,
Yeah, good
technically,
thing
they've
I can buy
already-
all my games on itch.io, where I just personally Venmo the dev who made it. Like, all right, man, here's rent money. Good luck.
We also just send dick pics back and forth. Like, does this look? should I send this
Honestly,
dick
if I
pic?
could pay for
Nice.
games with dick pics, I absolutely would.
Oh yeah, I would
all right,
start
it's called
developing.
OnlyFans. They take 30% up top, but it's
Oh
fine.
no!
I think that's a different type of stream, though.
I see. Yeah.
Not a revenue stream.
Well-
Well,
Oh,
It's a creaming service. You see.
Oh, I'm
Ugh.
so glad to be here. This is a fun time.
Well, I mean, obviously, of course, all of the Sony and Microsoft studios that make games are also going to be invested in, game engines and want to side with the easy one, which means that, once we get into it, the platforms for, mobile gaming,
Oh.
that the platforms that distribute mobile games
yeah,
are looking to change.
Yeah.
They're looking to control more of their revenue.
it just occurred to me too. I think there's at least one game that's built in Unreal by Nintendo. I think it was like the latest like Yoshi game. Yoshi's Crafted World is built in Unreal. And
I mean, yeah, it's a solid engine. Like,
you could kind of tell that it is Unreal though, because of the way that it uses light. It's very like not very Nintendo-y, so you're like, ugh. It was a little off-putting. But yeah, I just realized that like, yeah, they're like, they made a big huge deal about it because they're like, this is the first time we're making a game with an engine
not
that isn't
in our
ours.
engine, yeah.
So I wonder if
Wow.
it's just because they're getting that sort of support from the major like actual software developers and not from, are they going to build like, I don't know, like Apple Music in Unreal or something? They probably could,
All right.
but
Here's the real fucking hot take is to get around all your, because games games workers are kind of starting to unionize a little bit. The way to get around that is to position yourselves as the underdogs, as the people who fucking license out the engine to other big companies, and yeah, there you go.
Hey, I don't mean to break anyone's bubble here, but the Mandalorian on Disney Plus uses the Unreal Engine to build its 3D environments for the Star Wars live action series.
Oh shit,
And
Disney's in on
so-
this too.
Yeah. The second Unreal puts up a finger against the mouse house, they will be crushed.
I mean,
underneath the giant bootstrap.
I
of
think I
it all.
remember hearing too that a lot of anime is now done this way, where they build backgrounds in Unreal or other like 3D engines, and then they will just draw over them afterward. like a type of rotoscoping.
Well, I've seen a lot of anime and Source Filmmaker, but
It's something like that. I think it might. Unreal is like one of the many things that they just have like the assets already to like throw up like a bookshelf and like plant it. And then
Yeah,
draw
yeah.
over them.
I mean,
Woo!
Unity is the only other like big one that's out there for mobile, for like game development, right? And that's mostly mobile, if I'm not mistaken.
it's I mean you can do bigger and better stuff with it, but I mean Unreal's like kind of more the standard. So
At
yeah.
least if you're
Yeah.
doing
Well,
3D
the good
stuff.
news is that even though all of these companies are tied together, at least Call of Duty has its own engine that they use. So
That is the alternative.
that's
God.
really
They're
the
so-
upside to everything, huh?
they're so non-political. They've even not had to take sides in our virtual Cold Wars.
God bless them, honestly.
God bless
You know?
Activision, Treyarch.
Activision,
I-
Treyarch, Halliburton, yeah.
Wait,
Yeah,
also
yeah, yeah.
Activision
Bell
Treyarch
Helicopter,
partially owned by
Boeing.
Epic.
Oh well, there you go.
Yay! Yay! God.
Yeah, they have like
Kill
a
me.
5%
Kill me,
stake
kill
in it
me.
or something
I
like
wonder
that.
what Activision's thoughts are on the whole armed forces Twitch debacle.
It's
Hell
like
yeah, dude.
hmm.
Get that gamer
Yeah,
fuel. Drink some Mountain Dew.
using video games to recruit children into the military. We wouldn't know anything about that.
Yeah.
Because they're back. Did you guys see that? That the
Oh yeah, they're up and
the,
running,
Army-
and their chat is spammed constantly by dudes.
Oh, yeah.
but people just fucking like,
They just aren't allowed to ban them.
hey,
this
about
time.
those war
Yeah.
crimes, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking brutal.
It's
and I love
great.
Hell yeah.
How long until they make a Marine kill himself on camera?
It really
Oh, do we
This is
wanna
what
bet?
PTSD looks like.
it really isn't.
What's the
it really
line?
isn't
Wait.
that hard.
No. Imagine being a Marine. You're streaming, right? People are saying war crimes. That's whatever. People then find like the address of where your extended family lives. Like that's I think when shit starts to get real. And you wonder, like, was it worth it?
It's the Zoomer remake of Apocalypse Now.
It's the complete inverse of that Ethan Hawke drone movie.
Oh God.
God, Apocalypse Now. Need to rewatch that.
Yeah, because we are in the apocalypse now. That's what the
Yeah,
movie's
I need
about,
to-
right?
Yeah. I thought that I was doing really good playing or watching Red Dawn and playing Homefront. But as it turns out, it's not quite the way things played out. So
Well, yeah, because the Cheeto got an endorsement from Putin.
Ah,
don't we know?
dang.
Yeah, that's how that whole thing panned out.
yeah,
I
so
think.
we're not gonna be invaded by them. We're gonna be. We're just gonna be culturally. The culture war is won already, right?
Yep.
Like they've
Yep.
won the culture war. Cool.
The My Pillow guy is gonna be like the fucking like lead diplomat in Moscow.
Oh, fuck.
Guys,
That's probably.
I've got another screenplay pitch.
Yeah.
Red Dumb.
Whoa.
Ah,
Reel it back, pal. That is a little too edgy.
from the director of Scream 3 and one of the Farrelly brothers comes Red Dumb.
God.
It's got Keanu Reeves and Jim Carrey in it.
Oh God.
Hey,
Uh,
Bo's the one that invited
it
me
would
on.
have
Blame
like some
him.
like teen heartthrob type, right? Be like Timothy Chalamet and Tom Holland play two American
Oh.
brothers.
Ugh.
I can't wait for the next the next time there's a big oil spill and Procter and Gamble decide to do some environmentalism promos around it, and then the reactionaries start calling it Red Dawn, and it's like they
Dawn
they color
soap.
the dawn
Yeah,
red
yeah.
and put a communist logo
yeah.
on.
Yeah, because helping animals affected by horrible capitalist ecological disasters is communism. That's what Marx wrote about.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, Lenin said something about how socialism is the precursor to communism, and so socialism is communism.
And Lenin petted a dog once, so
Yeah.
So we have to kill dog?
Yes. I mean, we have to all become cops, basically.
And
is
that's
the
why
plan.
the cops shoot so many dogs.
Yeah,
Those
yeah.
communist fucking dogs.
Yeah, what are you, a Nazi?
Yeah.
The only
Nazis
thing-
love dogs.
The only thing that cops shoot are dogs, though, and things that cops shoot with tear gas are leftist protesters, not right-wing protesters,
Mhm.
as evidenced by the clashes this weekend in Portland between Proud Boys that literally outside demonstrators, bust into Portland and battled it out with.
I mean,
Antifa?
battle is really the only word, considering they came with, like, shields and fucking clubs and shit. Like, it's goddamn, Total
they were-
War or something.
They were LARPing.
Yeah.
There were a lot of non-actionable words I wanted to say about this. And
Yeah.
The main thing and the most important thing is there are a lot of exposed shins out there. Now, I'm not saying anyone should do anything with that information, but just saying you see some dude that looks like he's 250 pounds from the knees up, all that weight's gotta go somewhere. So,
Yeah.
Damn, I did not
figure
know
out
that
your
my
Scooby-Doo
knees.
traps.
I did not know that everything below my knees was actually a substantial portion of my body weight.
Yeah. Yeah, Sun Tzu in The Art of War said you could train your entire body but your eyes. I think you also can't really train your shins, so go for it.
No.
Train your calves.
Yeah,
Yeah, but there ain't no muscle right there. Go straight for
Yeah,
it.
no,
we've
that-
seen the damage that those canisters do to helmets and heads. What if they actually were aiming them at legs like they're supposed to be?
yeah.
Just
You
shattered.
heard that right, riot cops.
If you didn't have
Start
shin
aiming
splints
at
before,
the shins. Turn one of them into Barbara Gordon. That's what we're saying.
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus.
I wholeheartedly endorse that statement.
Thank you, Grigor.
Yes, shoot
Grigori.
the Portland Police Commissioner's daughter in the spine.
That's him saying that, not us, folks.
Yeah. Can you imagine though, like if one of those Portland guys did get like busted with a canister, his spine fractured, and it's like, we're sorry, you're not going to be able to walk anymore. You'll have to spend every day on the computer, surfing online,
No.
checking things out, all of the message boards. Like, oh no, that's so much different than the way I spent my time before. Definitely, 100%.
Here is your government-issued rascal.
How
God.
do they not shoot undercovers in the crowds? Do they just not shoot at the crowds when they're undercovers in the
Or
crowd?
they
They
just
know-
have
No, they
undercovers
still
get
shoot.
out of there, yeah.
No, do you remember the story that came out of Baltimore, Zach? About when like all the undercover detectives were resigning because they were getting this shit kicked out of them by the riot
All right,
cops?
that's
I
pretty hilarious.
forgot about that. I forgot about that.
It's still, to this day, one of my favorite headlines is undercover cop drug dealers get in a shootout with undercover cop drug buyers.
Tax dollars at work, baby.
Yeah. Jesus.
It's so good. It's so efficient.
That's because it's the best economic system.
Yeah.
Obviously, what reason would there be to what reason would there be to interfere in a protest like this, a violent protest like this, if we weren't spending our money most efficiently, even though the police department said that they literally didn't have enough bodies, even though it was declared a riot, they didn't have enough officers to intervene. They said that they determined that police action would make things more dangerous.
I mean, it generally does, yeah.
So tiny W, a small W. We got them to admit that yes, they do make it more dangerous, and the counter protesters, the Proud Boys that were busted in, were actually driven back. And then
Wait. So,
federal-
sorry, driven back like they were, like, pushed back, or driven back like, the fucking remaining Koch brother, like, paid for their Ubers?
pushed back, from what I understand.
I gotcha.
They're defeated. They were routed.
When do you think, by the way, that like Subway will do a deal where like they sponsor cop riot shields, but they have QR codes on the front of them so people can scan it and get like $5 off of a foot long?
It's funny you say shields and Q something codes, because in the videos I saw, one of those fucking Proud Boys had hashtag save our children or whatever on his shield. Which, yeah, that's what these protests are about. These are pro-pedophile protests that you're attending. You fucking idiot. You absolute
The
stooge.
Proud Boy, the one with the revolver and holding a green shield that had hashtag WWG1WGA.
Oh, God, I hate this fucking country.
Do you think that we could go into those protests and like bring our own like custom signs? By the way,
No.
Just, like, be like,
What we do, Kelton, what we do...
remake the last season of Roseanne. Just add that as
What
a
we do
sign.
is we roll up outside the protest with a horse and wagon and a big sign on the side that says anti-pedophile tonic. And guess what? There's no tonic. It's just snake oil. We'll finally get him.
That'd
It's
be
just
great.
mace.
No, it's jars full of piss. It's like you hand this to people who you think are pedophiles. If they say, "Oh God, it tastes like piss," they're a pedophile. That's how you know.
Oh, God. Yeah, no, that
Where are
whole...
we gonna get all that piss?
Oh, trust me. I know a guy. I'm the guy.
It's Bo. Bo is the guy. Okay, don't let him fool you.
It's what we like to call semi-ethically sourced piss. You don't want to know all the details, but it's roughly legal.
Well,
so.
For all the bad news that comes out of Portland, it has come out of Portland for, I guess, the past 80 days of protests. There is some good news. They have a new prosecutor, Mike Schmidt, who took office.
Uh-oh.
I have words. Did I not use them? Who took office on August 1st. He won by a 3-1 margin in his county, which includes most of Portland. And he has been dismissing charges. Let's see, it says he's dismissed charges against more than half of about 600 people arrested since the protests began at the end of May.
That's pretty tight.
He's supposed to be a pretty progressive person who wants to like get rid of all of the like small infraction cases.
Yeah.
Also because he doesn't want to keep a bunch of people in the jail because I don't know, there's a pandemic.
Corona?
happening.
Yeah, because there's almost like a virus
Corona.
that thrives off that kind of shit.
Yeah,
Wait,
people locked
what?
together inside of closed spaces.
Yeah.
Wait,
Have you
what?
heard about this pandemic?
He's in Greece. They've taken care of it already.
Oh,
Wait,
true.
Remember that thing that popped up like 3 months ago for a couple
Yeah,
of
it was a
weeks?
problem in
And
March.
Everyone...
Do you remember
You
the
couldn't go to your
Justinian
fucking
plague?
spanakopita fry or whatever you people do there?
Wait, what? There's a pandemic? No.
From the Greek,
No.
pan meaning everything,
And also the Greek
and demic
demic.
meaning sucks.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
No. What?
Yeah.
No. Wait, America's still having problems with that?
Oh yeah, shit. I forgot Greece just sprayed some Windex on it and it went away.
We weren't allowed to inject, the disinfectant, and so it's just been allowed to continue and ravage America.
Oh, fuck. That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty terrible.
Yeah, we just like sheltered in place for a while. Did you guys not do that?
That sounds like communism, but I don't know.
It worked for us. We're back to eating
Yeah.
what did you call it? Spanakopita?
Yeah.
Back to
Feta.
the thriving economy
We're
of
back to
Greece.
eating spanakopita. Yes, sirree. Jesus. I wish that it had been that simple. Didn't all of your small businesses die while you were sheltering in place? Or
No. Most of our small businesses are actually funded by the European Union. So we just kind of sheltered in place like the rest of the EU, and then when we got out of it, we went back to work and we're like, oh yeah, no, that's nice. Look at
Cool.
the sun. Look at the sea.
Good for
What
you.
a wonderful day.
Ah, I'm glad
Well,
that someone has their shit together.
Go fuck
Unlike-
yourself.
Unlike
Excuse
the
Which is
you.
what I hear y'all do in Greece anyway. So
Well, I got assassinated by a fascist government, so yeah.
Oh, well, hey, we do have something in common.
All right.
Yeah. So, Mr.
sagging
Schmidt.
cat ears, looking at like a bust of Socrates, going, "We're not so different, you and I."
Ooh woo. And you?
Christ.
Damn, if only you were the other nifty classical empire, so I could do Uwu Brute.
Oh no, yeah, no. Next time
Yeah,
time I'll play like some other character.
one of those, Italian figures.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's gonna come in white shirt, black leather jacket, talking about how much he loves John Travolta in one particular movie. God.
Face Off, right?
I almost said Aristophanes, and then I realized, oh no, he's Greek too, you dumb bastard.
Yeah, you're thinking of Aristophanes. Forget about it.
The Greeks don't get shit on nearly enough.
No,
and I really
they
think
get
that's
off too
cute.
fucking easy.
Yeah, I mean,
You know,
clinging on to the fact that they've been considered white people for well over 40 years now. Yeah,
I mean, when you
You've
think
had
of
it good
like
for too long.
when you think of like the worst aspects of American culture, like especially on like college campuses, I just it's the Greeks,
It's the
like
Greek.
it's terrible.
Oh yeah.
yeah. Well, I mean, everyone these days is all in a tizzy about the trial and cancellation of Socrates.
Yep. Sorry, Socrates, you're canceled.
You're canceled, bitch.
Wait, so you said 40 years. Was I not white when I died?
It's questionable.
Well, you were killed by a fascist government, so
You guys edit this, right?
yeah.
Leave this in. This is quality content.
Yeah, much better than whatever the fuck is happening in Portland.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, I'm sorry, Zach.
No.
We were going on a rant talking about just how much we hate Greek people.
I
but
mean,
that's
literally
fine.
better than what's happening in Portland. Which the details of which, I keep confusing with, I don't know, Tennessee and what's that one, the one state that allowed you to just ram protesters with your car?
Wasn't that also Tennessee?
Most of them, really, depending on who your fucking state-appointed defense attorney is.
Depending on the sheriff that arrests you.
Yeah.
True.
Your Honor, my client saw a meme saying this was cool and funny to do. So
Correction.
really, there's no reason we're all here today.
Over 100 people have been hit by cars since the beginning of the George Floyd protests, so that's good. I'm hoping that those are the type of people that Mr. Schmidt is going to be prosecuting, with his very progressive...
Those are the people he's letting off exclusively.
Ah, fuck. That's the half that he's let out of, that he's declined to bring charges against. I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's just asking the federal government to bring hate crime charges and letting him go.
Ugh.
God, it sucks that it's down to, I don't know, the whims of the prosecutor, or maybe, I don't know, some sort of other attorney general position that the state would be, where the state determines whether or not they're actually going to bring charges against you instead of just having laws that protect us.
I mean, it just shows that this is truly an issue that doesn't rely on bias, when depending on where you live, this could either be a felony that bars you from voting, or it could be no big deal, cool, have a safe weekend.
And that's why we
Yeah.
stand Kamala Harris.
Someone who famously protected voters' rights here in California.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can
Oh,
at least
boy.
vote if you are a felon in California.
There you go.
I mean, that's great, like, because felonies are like if you smoked weed once,
Right.
or if you got too many parking tickets.
If your
I don't
kid was
know.
late to school.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's
You signed your kid up for
big
the
one.
wrong school.
Yeah. You
On
do what
purpose? On
white
accident?
you do
It
what
doesn't
white
matter.
people
Who
do all the
cares?
time
Yep.
and say that your kid lives where your grandma actually is, and so they get to go to the better school.
yep. Make your kids stay with their grandma.
Well,
Shit.
so
I don't want
that
it-
is the thing, though, because all schools are just as good as other schools, and there aren't schools that are, maybe not receiving enough funding due to, historical reasons or systemic racism or anything like that. And just, just go to the school you're assigned and don't complain about it, poor.
Right.
I'm glad Bo finally sees the light.
Yeah,
on this
I am going to come out proudly as the, and this is, maybe not too popular these days. I am the proud neoliberal of this podcast, and I think it's ready for time for a change, and we're finally gonna get some neoliberal representation in government, I guess.
Yeah.
Bo has come out as staunchly pro Lori Loughlin.
Our plan is to get rid of the privatization of schools and make people recognize sex work as being real work. What I'm saying is less charter schools, more garter schools. That's my platform. Thank you for your time, ladies and gentlemen.
That is a platform that I could see myself getting behind. Well, if I could still vote.
Tied down to. Well,
Uh-huh.
I was gonna say those are
Handcuffs,
platforms
too.
I could see wearing. I mean, they
Yeah.
make your calves look good. Like,
I was like, that one was just sitting right there.
yeah.
versatile. That's what it is.
Well, verse I
that's
think
what
they call
that-
it, but
Yeah, that's what they teach you at Garter School so you're more well-rounded with the client.
Yeah. A platform that would elevate me above the clients. Right.
I am really willing to go to this school. Is it opening up soon? I'm not going to school this semester, but is it covered by FAFSA? Can I get a Pell
it's
Grant?
what they call the oldest trade school. Yeah.
Yeah.
The oldest of course,
I'm now picturing some 55-year-old overweight Italian guy as the head of the oldest trade union.
Hey, forget about it.
You laugh, but I have
the
met
dean
that
is
trade.
Silvio Berlusconi.
Yeah. Well, all the trades, these old venerable old trades, the trade halls that have stood for centuries, and the second most oldest trade, which is child pageants.
Fuck, I hope not. I mean, that's what fucking 90% of the characters in the Bible are all about. But
Taking their children to the beauty pageants. Yes.
That or sacrificing them.
yeah,
Which is honestly worse.
Which would I
one?
rather be, the pretty one or the ugly one that gets sacrificed?
What
What I'm saying is I haven't yet watched the Netflix documentary, so I'm not really certain how old beauty pageants are.
Can you imagine being that director, by the way? For anyone wondering, we're talking about the Netflix film Cuties, which is apparently a pretty in-depth and serious documentary chronicling one young girl's journey from a very sheltered, very conservative group and finding a creative outlet in a dance team.
Right.
Right. That's the basic, plot of it. What Netflix turned it into was a whole bunch of pedo shit, essentially, about being look at this shy, innocent child going and joining this twerk team. They're all 12. We need to make sure everyone knows that for legal reasons.
Netflix. I'd like to talk to you about these chat logs.
Yeah. It's some fucked up shit.
Yeah,
here.
it really is
And
unfortunate.
I mean, it seems like it's actively them trying to appeal to a fucked up part of their base because they know with certain words in the description that then they'll able to drive higher engagement. And so they know that they needed to include all these words with this age and this specific sex and gender, all that tied up into it. And basically, my going theory is that they knew that pedophiles would turn out a lot for this movie if they just put this description in. So they made it very friendly for them to search and find.
I don't know about that. That might be partially it, but I think also they just knew that it would be controversial, and it so they did
controversy
it anyway.
sells.
Yeah, they did it anyway. I don't know if they were necessarily going to be that insidious by catering to pedophiles immediately, but they knew that it was just going to be people are going to be hate clicking. Now we have given them free advertising. We're doing that right now. We're talking about it. They are getting this done
Don't
for
watch it.
free.
I mean, it is a good documentary to watch, right? Like, it's worthwhile to watch the documentary.
From my understanding, and like Tessa Thompson, isn't she the director too?
I believe
Yeah.
so. I honestly don't know. I pretty much went, okay, I'm not gonna watch
It's
this,
yeah,
'cause
just not worth engaging with.
Ducour, Mamuna Ducour. I don't know how to pronounce
Yes.
this.
Yeah.
So
Decor.
she is the director, and the saddest thing about all of this is that this movie came from her direct experience growing up in this environment.
Mm,
Yep. Yeah.
That's what's so fucked up is they've taken all of this and all of the branding that already existed and completely sexualized it to be like, oh yeah, no. Were you on Epstein's plane once?
mhm.
Yeah, no, you'll like this.
This is the show
The
for you.
original poster
Yeah.
for this is great. It's like 4 girls walk in a street. The camera is like at the bottom of a hill, kind of looking up, so they're like walking over the crest of the hill.
It's got like a
Like-
end credits of a cute 80s movie kind of vibe.
Yeah.
So
The Babysitters Club freeze frame.
So Tessa
Yeah.
Thompson's
Oh,
tie to it is
God.
only that she supported it. She tweeted this out. Cuties is a beautiful film. It gutted me at Sundance. It introduced a fresh voice at the helm. She's a French Senegalese black woman mining her experiences. The film comments on the hypersexualization of pre-adolescent girls. Disappointed to see the current discourse. So the whole thing is that it is against the sexualization of pre-adolescent girls, and they went ahead and did it anyway, knowing that it would be controversial.
Man,
There
are
are
you telling
so
me
many 1-star ratings for this film. It makes me upset.
are you telling me that the current discourse is bad at reading art, media, movies, whatever, and willfully misinterprets it to
would
just
say that
absolutely
they're
idiotic
good.
ends?
No, I don't think that they willfully are misinterpreting it. I think people literally read what the initial plot description was and were like, what the fuck is this? And then they didn't click on it because what psychopath with the original description would have clicked on it?
Right.
Well, that's what I'm saying,
know.
though. Who wrote that description? Like, well, like the way it's being marketed
I
is the,
legitimately think an algorithm.
I-
I truly think it was an algorithm that was basically like, this is going to be pedo friendly. I don't think the algorithm necessarily knew that it was going to be directly pedo friendly. I think they knew though that, okay, if we have stars between this age and we include this word, it has a higher
Yeah,
engagement rate and retention
It is
rate.
really weird
No.
that they didn't use the same like description that would have been used when it was like at Sundance.
A Sundance movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
would-
yeah.
well, because a
exactly.
I would
Sundance movie doesn't
argue-
fucking sell.
But they
that's
do.
true.
But they
and
do.
that's
but
why they did this. I don't think that it was even necessarily algorithm based. Like, I think that somebody looking at this said, "How are we going to sell this particular movie? We're going to get it. We're gonna fuck up, but people are still going to watch it because we own the rights to it because it's on our
right,
platform."
and they really
And
did.
That's
They
they're not going to get clicks on it because it's a good film. There are plenty of good films on Netflix that didn't get viral, that didn't get memed. This is going viral. This is getting memed.
And
they wanted that.
They kneecapped this
Legitimate
woman's
question.
career too by doing
Yeah.
this.
Legitimate question. What good movie has Netflix not promoted? Like what was on your
The
mind
Irishman.
when you were saying that?
That's a joke, in case y'all couldn't tell from the silly voice I did there. I was doing a
Oh.
silly voice
I-
to indicate sarcasm.
I don't have any particular ones in mind.
Because I mean, I'm not saying like, oh no, I don't think
This
it's true.
isn't
I mean,
like a gotcha
I think
moment.
no.
Yeah.
I just like was wondering like what specifically like popped up in your head.
Nothing that
No.
has come out recently that I can think of. Like, what's the most recent thing like, I don't watch documentaries is the thing, so I can't be like, oh, this is a wonderful documentary. I wish that I did. I'm sure that there are good documentaries on Netflix. I mean,
There are not that many.
just because I'm assuming that
Yeah,
there are some good
like,
documentaries.
like the 13th, that documentary by Ava DuVernay, who then made that and then said go vote for Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine, like impactful art like that.
Mhm.
Well,
That's the thing.
it's very odd because Netflix's marketing practices and all they do is they get paid sponsorship for certain articles, that go out and say, hey, we're producing this. And it creates enough viral buzz that they don't have to market anymore.
Yeah.
And
They're not going to put up a fucking
and-
Well,
billboard
because then
like it's
they
the
also
90s.
market on Netflix.
Yeah.
you
Oh
know,
yeah, and that's why
like-
I don't think any of this is an algorithm. None of it is. It is some group of skeevy dudes in
Well-
a writer's room or in an ad writer's room that are looking at it and saying, how do we try to twist this so it has broader appeal? And the reason you know that is because they changed the poster.
Well,
They
Yeah.
had to have a separate photo shoot to make that fucking poster.
Well, isn't there a thing with Netflix where basically whoever you are, the thumbnails and descriptions are different for every user? So, like, the person who first saw it, like, then, I don't know, like, maybe they had this thing where...
Marked
like,
in the algorithm as,
Yeah.
mm-hmm. one of those flight log guys.
Yeah, or...
No, let's be honest. It was like the wine mom spouse of one of those guys.
Yeah.
Ooh.
yeah.
Probably like, what the fuck is this?
Or they knew based off of their watch history that this was going to get them to write an article or something like it just like they programmed that into the algorithm. Is like, ooh, does this person watch controversial things? Will this person get upset by this, or will this person be interested by this? And then they, proceed to go. Like, Netflix.
Damn, being
I
targeted.
really love the
like,
idea of like a
specifically by
Netflix that just
for
sneaks in like shit you're gonna be mad about.
Well, of course.
which version of this Call of Duty Cold War trailer did they show me then? Oh no.
See, of course they would though, because like this is again like just free adverts. Like Netflix had to like I don't know what their budget was for marketing this movie, but they only had like a photo shoot and then however much it did to edit together trailers. Like that's not necessarily the most expensive thing. Now they're just doing
Yeah.
now we're doing the advertising for free for them.
Yeah,
Well,
a
we have the
million
time of day,
again.
and that's what
Fucking
they counted on.
dumb boogaloo guys are, I'm sure, mad online about it 24/7.
They want you to watch as much Netflix as possible, so they try to make an action film look like a comedy. They try to make this drama look like a
comedy.
romance, like a romance film or something. Like, they always
They
try
try
to
and make this comedy look like a comedy and fail because it's Netflix. And I mean, come on.
Yeah,
That's why all of Bo's Netflix recommendations just look like Tim and Eric.
Yeah. It's like they just photoshopped Scott Aukerman into fucking every second thing, and it's like 13 Reasons Why. That looks hilarious.
Can you imagine getting a 13 Reasons Why promo, but it's like of one of the parents? That's like
This
the
summer.
still image from it.
God.
13 Reasons Why Not?
Oh no.
13 reasons
just
of
glad
just
that they-
falling
the-
out of your chair from laughing.
Well, so yeah. On a perhaps lighter note, I think maybe that's what it is, right? It's not cynical. It's not conspiratorial. Whatever this fucking advertising company that put this together is, right? They were like, all right, y'all, this is going to be a hard-hitting, impactful film about the way our culture and our society sexualizes young women unnecessarily, and we're gonna put this out there and we're gonna show it and get it as much attention as possible, and then they it totally backfires. And
You said as much attention as possible.
Yes.
We got you as much attention as possible.
All of the
That shit's
negative
on you.
attention in the world.
God, I fucking hate this dumb society. We live in a society, y'all, and it sucks.
Yeah.
God damn.
Well, if you hate society, then what you will really hate is having to struggle through our Patreon episodes, which you can do for only $1 a month.
You're
is,
really selling
you know,
it here. Yeah.
Yeah.
We would
Don't bother. Don't even bother with Patreon because you just got to struggle through this. Way to go. Way to pitch that. Zach.
It's gristly. It's content you chew.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It's not like a buttery smooth steak. It's like a steak that you went and you're out camping and you're grilling it
It's one of those.
and you have your onions in there and like it's good. But it's not like
It's-
restaurant good. It's good because it's satisfying.
It's one of those steaks that they use the meat glue to like
Meat
stick
glue?
together.
It feels
know about
good
the
to have
meat
made
glue?
it through the episode because you're done with it. Just like it feels good to have made it through this episode because you're done with it. And if you've made it this far, you are a true comrade. So thank
It's
you for
Psychic
sticking
Dolphin
around.
Garage After Dark.
Yeah. We want to shout out our patrons, especially Scott for contributing to our dialectical tier, and Thomas, Spencer, David, and Knott for contributing to our Devil's Advocate tier. Let us know how you liked our latest Patreon exclusive episode with Future Left, which Bo will be posting immediately after this recording.
Yeah.
Because Bo hasn't posted that yet, even though it's on the drive.
I got it. It's fine. I got it. No biggie.
Yeah. Remember, you can become a patron for just $1 a month and spend your extra $4 on bail funds, or you can give us that sweet $5 a month spot.
Do it.
And then you will get your spot in the plugs the same way that Kelton gets his spot in the plugs.
Oh, that's nice. I didn't realize I was contributing $5 a month into
To
this
yourself,
plan.
yes.
My
I've
God.
been charging it to
Yeah.
your PayPal. Don't worry about it.
So I guess the only thing I really got going on here is what is an important thing to talk about? Probably sports in the middle of all this.
Yeah.
So go ahead and check
Yeah.
out Sports Radio 1917. If you really enjoyed our discussion about what all was going on in Portland, you will love to hear me talking about how it's equally bad that the Trailblazers are down 2-1 to the LA Lakers in their playoff series.
Look,
So,
the trifecta
just-
of consumable media is movies, the political downfall of the United States, and the sports.
That's right. It's anxiety and entertainment, or as we like to call it, dread and circuses. So, So go ahead and check that out. What about on y'all's end, Bo? What's happening?
Fucking nothing. Zach said it. I should be editing a Patreon episode as of yesterday morning, or Sunday, or Saturday. Fucking whenever, whenever this comes out. It'll be up.
Hell yeah.
Hell
How about
yeah.
our friend from across the pond over here?
Oh yeah, no.
Jolly old Greece, I say.
Grease in
yes,
it.
no. It's been great to be on. I don't really have a lot to plug. If you've figured out the reference by this point, go read the novel, watch the film. Otherwise, definitely listen to Sports 1917. I'm a big fan. Also, once Bo and I finally convince the rest of our group, be on the lookout for our new D&D podcast.
The entire time, Bo has been shitting on the idea of a D&D podcast.
I've been fucking D&D podcasting behind your back with his home wrecker.
No. I just find it hilarious that the one who says, "Who on earth would start a D&D podcast? That's so stupid." Well, guess what? Chickens have come home to roost. The natural evolution point of it all.
Listen, I've said it before, and I'll
God.
say it a million times more. I'm not going to do a fucking D&D podcast until I can usurp Travis as the third McElroy brother.
He is the worst.
We're in talks.
We're in talks. Yeah.
It's interesting that
Yeah.
Bo would be in talks with for a D&D podcast thing, as he has prior commitments to a Dolphins and Garages podcast, but
Which is in the works, yes.
Yeah, which
so-
is
Much closer. We are very close to recording Dolphins and Garages
Yeah.
and getting
Just-
that out for our patrons.
Just
Yep.
like any good D&D session, we've got to, fucking tease you for like 6 months before we actually make it happen.
right.
Happened once,
Mhm.
and then another year and a half until the next.
No, I plan on making sure that Dolphins and Garages is a continual podcast. But
Well, there we
That's-
go.
that's
Good.
what
Jesus, I mean,
that's partially what I'm.
I built
plugging.
set pieces in Minecraft.
Oh my
for it,
god!
For God's
Yes.
sake.
That's amazing.
But that's part of
Uh.
what I'm plugging. If you've been listening to our Twitch stream, our Theory Twitch stream, we're reading Designing Freedom by Stafford Beer. The YouTube video that is coming out very shortly, probably already came out this week, or maybe a little bit later this week if you're listening to it. It's in the works. It is concerning Colonia Dignidad, which is a cult that is weirdly enough tied to the theory that we've been reading, but not in a good way. So be on the lookout for that. And I hope you all enjoy it. It's been difficult and sad to make, so I hope you all don't mind.
So you better fucking appreciate it, because
I mean, you all
Dennis
voted
slaved
for
over
it.
hot theory for hours.
Hey, you all voted for it in our survey, so it's yours to enjoy.
I'm giving you what you want here, all right?
Uh-huh.
Alrighty, folks.
Yeah, I think that just about covers everything. Follow our social media accounts. Follow our streams, and Kelton, get us the fuck out of here.
All right. Just remember that no matter how big you are, no matter how small you are, wear some fucking shin guards. They're important. Deuces.
Howdy, y'all. Don't forget to follow our link tree in the show notes to discover new things like our Discord, social media platforms, and all the places where you can listen to our podcast. Word of mouth is the best way to introduce us and other leftist creators to friends, family, coworkers, your AA buddies. Community is about more than hot takes online. And if you want to support our efforts, you can donate to us at patreon.com/psychicdolphingarage, which is spelled how it sounds. Hope to see you on the stream tonight. Enjoy this music by JJ Dean.
How the fuck I still got a full head of hair? Not a single gray. Fuck the cops, family first, every single day. Bringing a charm when I ring the alarm. My arms got a box cutter and sticky. We gotta abolish ice, we gotta abolish ice, abolish it. No need to apologize, the Holocaust apologists. For no reason we colonized the land and put up monuments. Dope needles, dollar signs, the globe stands in astonishment. I hope there'll be a punishment. I really wanna get bloody. I really wanna stand in judgment of anybody taking money from anybody in the struggle. Anybody on a budget. Poor people getting 10 to 20 for some dumb shit. Corporations incorporating a bloodlet. Mark my fucking words, this coup will not be bloodless. Mark my fucking words, this coup will not be bloodless. Mark my fucking words, this coup will not be bloodless. Mark my fucking words, this coup will not be bloodless. Mark my fucking words, this coup will not be bloodless. Mark my fucking words, this coup will not be bloodless. Mark my fucking words.